Hello fellow YouTubers. Today I'm presenting you my 2000 VFR 800, which I think is the best VFR ever made. I really like it. But with that being said, it's going to be available at Wow Motorsports in Atlanta, Georgia in a few days. I'm making this video mid-September of 2022. All of my bikes, if you follow this channel, end up at Wow Motorsports. I enjoy them for a while, then they give me a good fair price, and then they are able to give you a good fair price. Best way to describe it. But it's a cool bike, you know. The character of that engine, the sound, I call it the poor man's RC45 because you get all the good sensations that an RC45 would give you at a fraction, and I do mean a fraction of the cost. These things go forever. You know, 300,000-400,000 miles is absolutely nothing. It's so under stressed. Comes with a Two Brothers exhaust, and I have the stock exhaust that goes with it. It has a Corbin seat. Got the stock seat with it. Of course, the Solo cowl. It's in really good shape, and I've enjoyed it. I just had too many motorcycles, and I sold off a bunch of them, and I've kind of gone to a little more simpler choice of motorcycles, you know, smaller bikes that I can ride every day, and, you know, just trying to get rid of a lot of my so-called collector bikes. All the RC51s and CBRs are gone, and I enjoyed them all. Check out this swing arm. Honda had some help from Elf. All their single arm bikes had this. Even my little NT650 had that tag on it. This one is number 15. I don't know if you can see that in there. And as you can see, its model designation is the RC46, which is really cool. The mileage on this one is maybe 20,000. Yep, 20,837. Fuel gauge, temperature gauge, everything works wonderfully. The only problem these bikes had a little tiny bit, not everyone had the problem, but was with the rectifiers. And this one has been addressed, and the updated version is in it. The previous owner did that, who was really into VFRs. The previous owner also put these Moon Eye stickers on there. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's cool. They're not hiding any scratches or nothing. It's on there. It's got some very tiny little scratches there, but you don't even notice it. I went the bike 6 months before I noticed they were there. Check out this linked braking system. So when you press the front brake lever, the force of the rotor forces this forward and lightly presses this piston, which sends the fluid to the rear caliper, and you get a little bit of braking. You could never lock up the rear brake. It's just nice. It's just typical Honda, high quality fashion. I call it the poor man's RC45 because it has all the cool sounds. The gear-driven cams, it sounds marvelous to ride this. You've got power everywhere. It's only about 110 horsepower, but let's face it, you know, a bike like this, that's all it needs. You know, maybe 60, 65 pounds of torque, but it's really, really fun to ride. I have the stock exhaust. I have the stock seat. It has a Corbin seat on it now. And this is right before the VTEC motors came out of these bikes, the following generation. And that was overly complex. And as you know, a lot of people didn't like them. A lot of the reviewers didn't. I still would take one. I love my Hondas. But this bike is pretty simple. And it's going to give you lots of joys riding it. I always like that they put center stands on them too. I know that's silly, but I think it's a kind of a cool feature. You know, I'm a fan of all the CBRs and RC51s, and this bike can still hustle in the mountains or a light track day. It's you know, it's not gonna knock your socks off, but it's so well engineered. I think it would be fun to have up in the mountains, personally. And anyways, well, it's gonna end up at Wow Motorsports, like I said. I make this video for them. I really make these videos for me so I can look back on this down the road, as I've mentioned before in previous videos. And, you know, every time I sell something, I'm like, why did I do that, you know? But I'm at the age where I like the variety. And, you know, like I said, some more of the simpler bikes. This is kind of my current stable right now. I just got back from Tail of the Dragon, and I took the DRZ 400, which I love, riding that style bike up there. And I took my CRF 300, which is bone stock. Even with those knobbies, did very, very well. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. There's a very rare CRF 230M. That was a motard that Honda made. Come on, Honda, give us a 450 motard properly done so we don't have to make it. But thanks for checking out this video. And if you're interested in it, it'll be at Wow Motorsports. Have a great day.